Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is not a secret that I am a gigantic fan of the card game known as Yu-Gi-Oh! And I have recently been playing a lot of a game called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So much so that, in fact, that I have even started to generate something resembling a actual following on Twitch, doing well enough that I am almost an affiliate on the platform. I wanted to take this moment today and talk to you about differences between the two formats and why I think that if you haven't really enjoyed Yu-Gi-Oh! In years and you saw the shiny new white synchro monsters or the pristine new black Xyz monsters and were like, you know what, I think I'm done with Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while. I understand completely, ladies and gentlemen. But Duel Links might be the thing for you. While it does obviously have those disgusting synchros and those pesky little Xyz monsters, what it also is simpler. It's more streamlined. Everything's down to a timer. And instead of having multiple phases or anything like that, due to the fact that it's on an online, player, you don't have to learn any of the rules outside of the basics. You don't have to worry about things like timings or rulings or things of that nature. The game just does it for you. Thankfully also, there's no main phase 2. You have your draw phase, your standby phase, your main phase, your battle phase, and then your end phase. Your battle phase isn't some glorified removal phase anymore. It's you go to battle and that's it. There's certain effects that you can't activate anymore, which causes the game to be a little more thoughtful, a little more slow. And it's harder, and because you only have 3 monster rows and 3 spell rows, you don't have to worry as much about your opponent styling on you for 10.5 minutes, and then before you can even make a play on an invincible board. Now, here's the difference. And speaking of 10-minute plays, those don't exist anymore. Every game, at least when you're playing against real people, is a maximum of 3 minutes. The game can be at most 6 minutes long, meaning that you and your opponent both have 3 minutes to do all your plays. Now, there are obviously certain types of stall decks out there that excel at running out the timer. But, those are few and far between and, quite frankly, die to a gust of wind with any deck worth its salt. Lastly, there are certain functions like a normal gachapon game where you basically buy up the cards and use them as you see fit. Thankfully, there are certain little boxes you can get where all the cards you'll ever need are in that specific box, and you never have to worry about, actually struggling to get cards that can win you games. Will these get you to the top high of the roster and the ladder? No. But the nice thing about the game is especially from a free-to-play sense, is if you put time in, you can get everything you would ever want for free. And I'll be honest with you, that is, in my opinion, a bit of a godsend. But I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to this little episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Doodles.